Yep, I figured. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this. Okay, the stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so she should have some stuff on hand.
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet food.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone.
Такс. Так, смотрим. 10 часов залишилось. А, я тут не... Ага. Ну, тут тоді буде 21 левел. Давайте тоді, пока є время, хоть эти 10 часов, мы, если что, задание успеем пройти, как бы, так что не переживайте, если что, завтра, послезавтра, все это можно будет успеть. Такс. А ну-ка, что тут? Ага. Угу. А, це то, що надо. Чудесно, я так скажу, чудесно. Угу. Я еще не зашла в игру, поэтому я как раз таки сейчас позначим. Давайте посмотрим, что тут у нее за колода. О, ну давайте попробуем. Угу. Такс. Ага.
What are my orders?
Ага. Хотя... Да. Вообще не то, что надо, ну ладно. Такс. Ага, мой ход. Ага. Так. А может, тоді я перескочу?
Let's finish this swiftly.
That all you got?
А ну-ка. Ага. Угу. Так, ага. Угу. Так, а ну-ка. Угу. Такс.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
Угу. Ага. Такс. Угу. Так, ага. Угу.
No rest for the wicked.
No excuse for slacking.
Ага. Угу. А, мне доступно даже такое. Это хорошо. Ага. Вот события я получила нагороди. Если що, я потім зайду після ігри уже і получу всі інші. І якраз і нагороди оті теж. Опа, мінус 1, є так концепт.
Went too far.
Такс. Так, а ну-ка. Ага.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Так, ага, окей, ладно.
Fräulein.
Угу. О, тоді все 5 использую. Угу. І знаєте, в чому прикол? Я оце ж атакувала. И я тоже объявлю конец раунда. И знаете, в чем прикол? То самое. Финальная фаза. И все.
My work finished.
Угу. И да, завтра и послезавтра не факт, что я зайду в игру вообще, потому что завтра и послезавтра я планирую как раз начать уборку комнаты. Так что, в принципе, ну, я постараюсь по возможности, конечно, во вторник уже закончить под вечер, чтобы вечером зайти в игру. Завтра я зайду чисто, чтобы получить нагороду. Вот и все. Ага. А скільки, если не секрет, у мене вже камні є стока. Ага, 2 смоли. Ну, на подземелье я зайду одно все-таки. Ну ладно, на 2 подземелья как раз таки. Ризли я пока делать не буду. Возможно, замест Ризли я кого-то другого поставлю в отряд, потому что его я, наверное, поспешила сделать. Или же я его поставлю тут, в этот отряд, замест Розарії. Типа вот так вот как-то. Потом у мене отряд більш такий сильний, ніжели легендарки всі, які там стоять у мене. Я ж хотіла подивитися, скільки у мене камней. Я можу попытаться выбить еще нагиду и таким образом, может, S1 поставить ей. Но, может, и Саньонь. Тем более 7 штук есть. Так что, думаю... Ага, 480. Ну, в принципе, можно попробовать крутануть. Может, и камина выбью. Да блин. Не хочу. 18 дней ждать. Угу. У мене є кристали, як варіант. Ага. Угу, 150 тысяч, 100 тысяч. Угу. Угу. Это вообще легкотня будет. Погнали. Так. Угу.
As per our contract.
Угу. Чудесно. Ну. О, еще одно крио. Чудесно, я ж кажу. Угу. О. Значит, нужно 2. Угу. Я потом за Last of Us 2 зіграю, так що не переживайте. Тобто завтра я посмотрю, якщо я уберу кімнату до вторника, ну или завтра под вечер я все равно уже не буду убирать ничего, просто я днем не буду играть. То есть вечером я могу зайти в игру, в принципе, как вариант. Угу. Ага. Чё? Ага. Ну и все одно я, получается, все потратила. И я завершаю цей раунд. Такс. Угу. Угу.
Finally, No.
Угу.
See no more!
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Такс. Угу. Угу.
Need to move!
Ага.
I summon thee!
Ага, минус.
Going somewhere?
Ну... Ага, я могу так. Окей.
Finally,
Угу.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Ага. Так. Угу.
You know a thing or two.
Такс. И вот так вот. Все.
To the very
2 раза я победила, как бы. Угу. Угу. Такс. Угу. Угу. Угу.
How did it go? Did you find the...
Такс.
You've all done your part.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need to praise me for it like that.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so... Oh, I see.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula... Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain...
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's mouth.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous and...
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water. In celebration...
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing?
May your travels go smoothly. May the Spina continue to grow. All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
Mhm. Такс.
No way. I'm not guessing.
Так, продолжаем. Угу.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The demoiselle of...
Nonsense.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her demoiselle.
Mm-hmm.
Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't...
Navia's always like,
Hey, that's not the only reason. There are few things more uplifting.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to cleared. Yeah, you could say that. She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could let...
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the speak.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for her.
Is something up, Traveler? Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Stop right
А
there.
ну-ка. А, это всі троє біжать, що ли? Я думала тільки один. А тут аж хапаща, спіймали.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
Coming at ya! Cha! Hey there! Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
How did it go, boss?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison...
We were looking... We were discovered. And can't beat you...
Get revenge? Wait,
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we...
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of...
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty odd seeing you like that. Just really ticked us off.
listen. Callus is long dead. No matter... I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants... I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time. Understood?
All right. We get it. Come on, let's go.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore. It's getting late already, so why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the poop?
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so we can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks, so. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Marmonia.
Totally. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted he was a very ambitious man who rarely looked behind or beneath him.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep and I'll get someone to tidy up your room. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual sea.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia!
I wish. Hello? Are you asleep yet? Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy... Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and...
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything. Don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired. Just think of it as keeping me company. Okay, let's go.
Мгм. Мгм.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing today. Ad Astra Ab.
Мгм. Мгм. А, точно. Так, ну подземелье. Скільки там времени? Уже 7 часов, ух ты ж ё. Ну, я можу, конечно, пойти на подземелье, хоть одно. Ну, давайте сходимо, це що в Сумеру. Тільки ща. Мгм. Мгм. Хм. Мгм. Я поняла. Мгм.
Riptide! No time to lose.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Punishment! Scatter! Can't run! Propagate!
Так, стоп. Так, ну-ка. Ой, время истекает же. Ага. So. Стоп, а почему тут А, тут не закрыто.
What's the problem? Lots of people.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the...
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, traveler? That's how I feel as well. To me, I'm happy as long as I catch some fish.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
Привет, приветики.
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become... My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish. So no matter what I did as a child... Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows, and no matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back, when I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted. But once, I saw Malus come back wounded. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around, because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have... Sorry. I shouldn't... Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina, and if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love,
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of... Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
But why isn't the rod on him?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch...
You want Paimon to help too? You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Боже. Дай логика.
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day. We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow.
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so...
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure.
All right. Mm-hmm. Ah, so how was last...
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea star!
Huh.
I didn't know you had such a great sense of...
See? This guy gets it!
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate...
I hope so too. Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift,
It's been a while!
Oh, it's you two. It has been. I've heard that you also helped save all of...
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must... What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Oh, it's a Spina...
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were but it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform...
Oh, so that's it! Well...
but you can't really grow up...
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's... Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer...
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Laurent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside...
What? Explosive?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday. But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well. Because they abandoned... We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after...
They have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at...
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well...
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina, and everything to do with Callus. And the aquabus was the... If they manage to blow up the aquabus line, all that rubble will come
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going... We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance...
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine... If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Что?
Watch out,
Что? Угу.
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances...
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be... Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared. And that's because, out of the entire Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take... But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never... Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant...
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all. And it was all because Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Malus and Silver died because of you. And so
the shock and grief you showed us before.
now you're catching on. I heard Malus was... Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened. Back then, because of that aquabus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced the years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me, but then he died. And it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death?
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just...
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about... Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's... Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories?
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes... Yeah, looking back on it, but... Is that really why they support me?
Shut your mouth! I, for one... I don't know how to explain it, but I like her.
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on...
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't...
You're gonna have to. Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Maybe you think you're being the realist, but the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love.
Mm-hmm.
Coming at you! Hey there! Watch out!
Так.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the event. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. And don't— I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the... If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
Tidal wave. Yeah. Ja. 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 Yeah. 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 Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
He certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Going in! Scatter! Adventure time! Let's light it up! Lights out.
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. How can we disable it? Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff. Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for? Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of... Okay, you take this side, Paimon will... Let me turn this guy over. Oh, he's super heavy. Oh, you found it! That's amazing! That should do it, right? Navi and Florent should be able to relax now. Oh, you're right. They could have...
Ах ты ж ё. Ого. А с Фихави такого нету в смысле. Это что за магия вне Хогвартса? Точнее, вне как его сказать правильно? Не вне Хогвартса, а вне...
Look, I'm doing this the Spina way.
Так. Вот она як. Вне геймпада, вот так вот правильно сказать, точнее, ну да, геймплей. А, вне геймплея. Какого фига? Такого нету в геймплее.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Risula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I have nothing more to say to them. Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent, please prosecute them in accordance to the law.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences... All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everything!
Yeah. Luckily, we were... It's probably because I expended too much...
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison seems like Romeo really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone...
Got it. Coulter, I can understand how you feel. I am not callous, and I will also never become, but I will not change how I feel about our future. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson, so that one day...
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would... There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control.
Henceforth, you are no longer, but once you're discharged from the fortress again...
Thank you. No.
As I thought. Boss really is a
She is also. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more...
Just give her some time.
Thank you so much. Traveler, I want to ask you something. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me...
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after...
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably... Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. Coulter mentioned my parents. As well as Malus and... Do you think... they ever regret...
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already... No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the...
Well, since it's ended up like this, there's something that I've been keeping from you as well, Bob.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't...
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
I could get used to this.
Угу. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Ну ладно. Угу. А, ну-ка. Угу.
No time to lose.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's...
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning, but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before. Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the
Papa, Mother, and me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as...
Wow! This is the
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as...
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know...
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even...
Простите, если что, потому что вот реально у меня цей кашель мене саму уже ух как заколебал. Такс. А, сьогодні що це місія, якраз таки цього фестивалю вже. Ага, сьогодні 2 місії можна пройти. Ну, я пройду одну, завтра закінчу вже. Потому что времечко. Раз буде работает плойка, то в принципе я хочу еще поиграть просто в The Last of Us 2 еще пройти. Я не люблю там момент оцей с боссом, тем, что будет в больнице, но, блин, жаль, что не работает на него вот это чит-коды, что и типа из одного касания, типа, ага. Або один вистріл і готово, да, ні, такого не буде. Скоріше за все, по боссу это и є босс, как бы. Хотя, я думаю, сработает. Возможно, просто нам придется от него побегать. Ейку малость и все.
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it...
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important
Alright, I've got the time.
It's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Here.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing...
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
Alright, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Dad?
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this, and everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself, at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus...
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to...
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for...
Huh? What about you?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but...
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of the...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without...
It seems as if these two are... It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe... Leave this to me. Traveler, Paimon, take my...
No, Gaming.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away. Let us away.
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he would...
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here. And
All is going to plan.
okay, we should be good to stop Yangli. Oh no, what is he doing here?
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh. Ah, it appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you,
Nope, no need.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millilith. Oh? Well, such matters are best left to those with...
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax?
Так.
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been...
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, if you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent.
Seems like Zhangli has decided to skip the
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone... It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular...
No. It wouldn't be right. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work. Every time I get to thinking like that, I often regret introducing him to wushu dancing as a kid.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli.
Your words are too kind. Truth be, rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find...
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an... I meant to say earlier, there...
Sure.
So, do you also...
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool, as my friend once said. If your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will... You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need... Indeed, with such a big heart, Why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things? Like going...
Blink of an eye, you say.
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not?
Yes, you can say that.
Zhongli certainly has a way with... Oh, Gaming is... Hey, Gaming!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh.
A fated meeting indeed.
Well...
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk... I'll come right out and say it. Those two... Can't look me in the eye, huh?
Okay.
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed... I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able... People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start. Like sneaking... Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me...
Wow, you're pretty quick on me.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my... In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow. And that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me? I appreciate it, I really... But this conflict between... Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show him what I was capable of, you've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about... Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed... You don't believe...
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he...
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad.
Will that even do anything?
You won't know unless you try. Just listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use.
I'll do my best.
You are... Despite my being in the tea industry for several...
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few...
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Friendship.
Well said, Mr. Gaming. Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to...
Huh?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak. But unfortunate...
Oh, my apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find...
It would be an...
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Thanks.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
So,
I've been here the whole time. A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Who be coming to Wong? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. It's you.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable.
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing... In truth, I'm here because Director Who dispatched me...
I see. Much like she does every year.
Ugh.
Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy... what is it?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of...
I've only met Director Who a few times.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Many hands make light work. Perhaps...
All right. I have made my complaint. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends.
Oh, wait.
Well, I would imagine someone...
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you?
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply...
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like... Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky, perhaps they're a bit like...
Kite flying is also...
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Minogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director...
How's she been, by the way?
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would... If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the...
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
See you next time.
Не, ну тут логично, что в такие дни, в такие события мы можем встретить типа таких вот наших, так сказать, приятелей. А, в них вообще косовых тянется.
I don't have any...
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh. I can't say I support that decision. Hey.
Sit, Shinhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey.
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh. Do you remember the plan when recounting?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shanhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme?
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some sunglow. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's Oh, forget it. Such thoughts Has work been busy during the holiday season?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble. But I deal with them as you taught me.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shanhe...
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act... What I meant to ask was... Have you made an...
You already... Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night.
The poor child. Her, I guess... maybe got...
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps...
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no.
Coming. I'd like to... I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an...
Shh. Just think about it. Okay?
Dad really has changed a lot. But I thank you.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. Hey, you two! I'm sorry we were gone for so long. We got to...
Perfect timing, actually.
Yep, let's go.
Gaming has grown up.
Такс. Угу. Я просто смотрю по времени, что как бы уже почти что 8. Я думаю, вот если честно, даже заканчивать играть вообще. Потому что я уже в The Last of Us не поиграю. Ну, то есть, часик-два, ну, я может 2 часика поиграть. Но просто The Last of Us меня затянет и на 3 часа. Ну, я посмотрю, короче, если сейчас вот цю миссию мы закончим. Хоть якось уже. И тогда я перейду в The Last of Us 2, потому что там у нас, конечно, ух-та-ох.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately...
Of course, of course! Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan? And here I thought I had lots of connections.
Over here! Yoo-hoo!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go.
She didn't even care about making herself and Shanka appear foolish in front of my family.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not.
Exactly! Think of it more as an investment. We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of... Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they... Got it! Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the... Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingabab...
Такс.
Welcome back. I see you. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same...
Oh, you should really be thankful.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your...
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those,
Yes. Here you go. Please.
It doesn't feel right for us.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right, then. Thank you. Phew, it's done. Let's get down to business.
Такс.
Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
Ну что ж, начинается праздник морских фонарей. Как раз таки неделя. Последний день этой миссии финальной.
Chi-Chi, we're almost there. Okay.
И снова эта цена. Ага.
Come here, allow me.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever!
Ну да, больше, потому что хоть прошлый праздник фонарей там было тизер видео. А ну-ка, ну-ка. А что? А, начинается. Опа. Вот это, конечно, выставление. О, камин. Так ведь? Свиничий на воде стоит, или там специальный этот механизм какой-то, что держит на воде типа ёлку. Скорее всего, все же так оно и есть. Собираю вот это вот. Ну или так.
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Так, и что выше будет? А ну-ка, оси. Ага. Деякі вже ось порвались, відходять.
The wind.
А ну-ка, ну-ка.
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
А какой семей все-таки вырвался вперед? Какой? Так, ага, да. А як туди?
I think I'll head off now.
Thank you, little girl.
No need, no need. Master is...
Dad.
I suppose I'll go for...
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wuxia dances in my time.
Wow.
You're serious about doing this?
Absolutely.
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course, it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, really, when I was young, I also... All I really want to say, much like this kite, you all...
Dad.
Son.
Son?
I bet you're wondering what's got...
Well,
Anyway, I know to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. All right, that's...
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Now, over there, your friends are still waiting for...
Huh? But...
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. But...
Dad!
Go.
Okay.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Shin. If everyone has time, maybe go fly a kite.
Ага, ну вот, задание выполнено, в принципе. Завтра я закончу уже нормально. Ага. А, стопы. Я не то нажала, да. Ага, і подарок якийсь, окей. 30 тисяч мохи. Я вже тут насобирала. Ага, нормально. Так, море, скільки тут уже камней стока. Вообще чудесно. Скільки я так уже можу купити? 17, ага. Ну что ж, у нас получается тут залишилось 28 дней аж. Угу. И получается 12 звезд Витой Бесни. Тільки надо собрать и все, но блин. Ну 2000 я просто не соберу, вот и все. Это вот завтра, вот по-новому я начну, то я думаю уровень 25-26 у мене буде за неділю уже, так сказать, собраний. А если так, то это якраз таки 48 тысяч и 48 тысяч. Ага. От буде уровень 30, тоді вже і куплю те все інше. Ну ладно, тоді, пожалуй, я буду заканчивать, бо я вже хочу і в The Last of Us 2 ще поіграти. Там пройти оцей ж уровень все-таки себе, так що где-то... Ну, в Genshin я зайду тільки завтра вечером аж. По днем я буду занята уборкой, поэтому, если что, то не серчайте.